Japanese stocks are having a good run. The Topix index looks on track for its biggest monthly gain since November. And that's despite Japan's industrial production numbers and housing starts coming in a bit softer than expected. And the preliminary estimates, manufacturing in May rose only 0.5% instead of 0.9%. The yen didn't react immediately to the industrial production data, but we're starting to see it continuing to drift slightly higher against the greenback. The yen hit a 5-week high against the US dollar last week as investors started to move into safe haven assets. We could see it extending its gains if US jobs data on Thursday are weaker than expected. On the flip side, we are seeing the New Zealand dollar dipping today. The New Zealand Business Confidence Index for June came in at 42.8. That's lower than the previous month's 53.5. The release of the data saw a sharp drop-off against the US dollar and has pared back some of its losses since. We could expect more pressure for it to decline. Prime Minister John Keyes said earlier today that he expects the currency to fall against the US dollar with weakening commodity prices. We are seeing this in iron ore, which are headed for a second straight quarterly loss. But there's some optimism that iron prices could rebound with more Chinese mines closing due to the lack of margins. That's at least according to producer Fortescue Metals, who is forecasting that prices are going to head back up to settle around the $110 per ton level. We've been getting a lot of investor interest in tech stocks today. And of course, we've had the big news from Hong Kong-listed Tencent's acquisition of a stake in website 58.com, which is similar to Craigslist. That deal was worth around $750 million. Other tech stocks that had a good run today were Taiwanese chipmaker Inotera Memories and China Telecom. Looking ahead, we're starting to see investors getting optimistic ahead of other Japanese data this week, such as the Tankan Business Outlook tomorrow and the services PMI numbers out on Thursday. We saw the yen hit a 5-week high against the greenback last week, and it could continue to extend its gains with the survey results tomorrow. We could also expect the yen to rise if we see some weak US jobs data this Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll also get the RBA's interest rate decision. It's expected to stay put on its policy and leave rates at 2.5%. And from China, we'll get the manufacturing numbers for June, where the market is expecting an expansion and a slight pickup in the PMI numbers from the previous month.